This is not my story, but of those whose stories we don't talk about enough. It's a story about a people without a home, but with hope of building again, of starting again in a foreign strange land. A land that does not mostly want them, a land that will forget about them, but a land they still have hope for. Growing up, I would hear only stories about war and people fleeing, nothing about where they settled. Tanzania hosts thousands of refugees from the Democratic Republic of Congo and Burundi. With the thousands of stories they carried, I had not heard a single one. Back in 2016, I decided to move from a capitalist job and into a new humanitarian world. As I interviewed refugees from the DRC, working on their resettlement cases, I listened to them recount their traumatic experiences of violence. And for what? Because they speak a different language, share a different political opinion. Their stories were recreated in my mind like a Hollywood film. I could see the severed heads, the dismembered bodies, the burned corpses. I started wondering, when did cruelty to others replace the care we should have for one another? When did we decide human rights ceased the minute a gun was picked up? How long can we talk about something before we act? Through the legal aid clinic, we try to bring the human to the law. We represent and educate refugees in navigating the legal system in Tanzania. We train them to be champions of their rights when we are not there for them. We also have a vision of creating a center for victims of trauma and violence, to help them process and heal, and to advocate for friendly policies and laws geared around the protection of refugees. There is this saying that resonates with me: a note to anyone who needs to hear it. We don't get over or move on from our trauma. We are forced to make space for it. We carry it, we learn to live with it, and sometimes we thrive in spite of it. They are thriving. But don't let me tell you their stories. Find them. Listen to them. Listen deeply. Let them share with you their stories of hope.